friends, to October's virtual art class. Today we will be drawing monster faces. So, hopefully you have picked up your kit already. If not, we still have some available here at Westside Library. In your kit, you will get markers or colored pencils, where can I find the video? The video can be found on the Rapides Parish Library YouTube and Facebook page. Some basic directions on how to draw and color your monster, which we will be showing you how to do, and it's super easy. All right. Now, what will you not find in the kit? You do need one or two items that we don't provide. You will need, for today, pencils with an eraser on them, and if doesn't have an eraser on your pencil, you need to have one. So that's it. That's all you'll need to provide for today to draw monster faces. You got colored pencils or markers, you have paper. So really all you're going to need at home is your imagination and a pencil. All right, let's draw. Okay, so we're ready to draw our monster faces. So what you're going to need is one of the pieces of paper from your kit, a pencil, and your markers or colored pencils. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start by doing is drawing our monster, which our monster body is basically an upside down U. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to come up, you're going to draw your U up to about here, leaving about a fourth of your paper blank, and just make that U shape. And if it's not a perfect U, don't worry. You're using pencil, you can see, like, I want my monster to be a little bit more rounded, so I'm just taking my pencil and making another line. And I'm gonna erase the original. And it doesn't really matter. It's basically a rough U shape. It's basically just to kind of give your monster a body. Okay, so we have our monster body drawn. Now we can add the fun stuff, like how many eyes does he have? Is he going, what kind of teeth? Is he gonna have square teeth or fangs? How many? Is he gonna have horns? Is he gonna have antennas? Like these that I'm wearing today. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with antenna, and I'm thinking I maybe drew my head up a little too high, so I'm gonna erase this part. That's the thing about art and drawing. It's about a lot about just having a vision of what you want in your mind and then getting it on the paper. And then as you are actually drawing, seeing how that creation goes, and if it's not quite going the way you thought it would in your mind, you make corrections. Like, I decided I wanted antenna on my monster, but I drew my monster's body up a little too high on the paper, so I shrunk him down a little bit, and so this is the way our body goes. It's at U, I've corrected. It's basically just play around with your body till you have him the size and the dimensions that you want him to be. Art is about your creation. It is yours and yours alone, and you own it. We are all drawing monster faces today, but all of our monster faces will be different because all of our pieces of art are unique to us. Okay, so I am going to draw my antenna, which are just basically like a line and then a circle on top. I want him to have one over here. Okay, so he's got 2 antennae. And I think I'm going to give him 3 eyes. So I'm going to give him 2 big eyes. And then a 3rd eye here. No nose. I think our monster doesn't have a nose. And he is going to have kind of he's gonna have a little bit of a smile. Not like a big grinning smile, but he's not gonna be frowny either. So what kind of teeth do I want? I think he is going to have buck teeth. And he's gonna have 2 over here, one longer, one shorter than the other. And then I think he's gonna have a smaller one over here. Okay, and my eyes, I'm gonna give him, let's see. Okay, he's gonna have one. He's gonna have a pupil. Okay, and so I have my monster body drawn. I've given him some teeth. Again, he has 3 eyes in his antenna. Our eyes, I'm gonna color in, so you'll see that in a moment. So now I get to pick what color I want. Let's see. So what color do I want my monster body? I think we're going to go with a green monster body with blue eyes and orange. Okay. So I'm going to do my eyes first. Okay, so I'm going to do my center is going to be blue. And I'm using markers. Some of you have markers, some of you have pencil colors. It doesn't matter which ones you use. Now, whether you're using color pencils or markers, you want to color in the same direction, using the same amount of pressure in even strokes so your color looks solid. That way you don't have any color line marks. Everything looks nice and neat. Okay, so I've colored the center of my eyeball, the pupil, a blue, and now I'm going to do like the iris. I'm going to do orange. Remember, same amount of pressure, same direction. And as you're coloring your monster, have fun with the colors. It is Your monsters can be wild and crazy colors. They're straight from your imagination, so be whatever colors you want them to be. Okay, so I'm going to leave the third ring white, but to cover the pencil marks, I'm going to go over the pencil marks with the black marker. And you just take that black marker and just trace over your pencil marks. But you wait and do this until you are finished coloring your section. I'm doing this because I'm finished with my eyes. You can wait and go back over all of your pencil lines once you've completely colored all of your monster. I tend to like to do it as I get finished with a section. It's just a personal preference. Okay, so we have our monster eyes done. Okay, so I am ready to color my monster's body. All right, so I've decided I want my antennas to be the same color as my monster body. So they're going to be green too. And you just start coloring and you want to go same direction. I am going downwards, just same direction. All right. And something else you'll notice as I'm coloring the monster in, I'll turn the paper. I do this because I find it easier to read certain sections as I'm coloring to move the position of the paper. Just nice even strokes, keep your pressure the same amount. Okay, and my antenna are done, so I'm going to outline my pencil marks with the black. And we are going to start coloring our monster body. And if you have some markers or colored pencils or crayons at home that you like better than what you get in the kit, by all means use those. You should never be limited. Use whatever you have on hand. All right, so we are just coloring our monster. Keep your strokes going in the same direction. some of you might notice that I'm using a different marker. The marker I was using was running out of color, so I had to go and get another one. But it's the same shade of green, and if there's a little variation, that's okay, because who's to say your monster's only one shade of green? Go down. Same direction. Start on top and just bring your color down. If you're using the broader markers, you want to use just the tip to go around, like small areas, like around the teeth or around our monster's mouth. And then you use the broad area to cover larger portions of the monster's body. Those of you who have markers in your kits, they are the fine tip. So this would apply. If you're using like the big markers. All right. Tip for the small areas, and then go to the side and use that for the larger areas. Okay. Tip for small areas around those eyes. So our monster's antennas and body are colored. I am going to go over his mouth with the black marker so it'll stand out. So the pencil, cover the pencil line and make sure it stands out against the green. And we're going to go over the outline of his teeth. Now, we have the background left to color in, and I've decided I think there's too much white on his eyes, so what I'm going to do is I am going to, he's going to have yellow eyes. Okay, so okay, so he has yellow eyes. All right, yeah, I like that much better than just the solid white. Okay, so I'm going to erase some more of my pencil marks before I start coloring in my background. And so your background, you're going to, I think I'm going to go with my background. I'm going to go with that blue that we have just a little bit of right here. I like how it looks with the green. So we're going to get a blue marker and we're going to color our background blue. So we are going to color in our background, which we're going to do as a blue. Once again, I'm using one of the markers that I have here at the library and not one that's in the kit. Feel free to use the ones in the kit or whatever you have at home. Yeah. Same way, if you got a kit that has colored pencils and you like markers and you have those at home, use those. If you have crayons and you like crayons better than markers or colored pencils, use those. It's every artist has their preferred medium. Like I grabbed markers today, but I actually like working with colored pencils better than I do markers. But one of the reasons why I grabbed the markers today was because we're filming, and when I use colored pencils, I like a really, really sharp point on them. So for me, coloring in something with colored pencils takes longer than it does with markers because I'm one of those people who stops like all the time to sharpen my colored pencils. Now I know some people who they will just use them until they're like worn to a nub. I just don't think they color that well when you get them like that. But that is everybody's preference. I know like some of you at home, you're gonna prefer markers. And that's cool because you're the artist. And that is your preferred medium. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna let you in a little secret. So at home, I have like these set of artist quality, like they're the professional grade color pencils that I got for Christmas one year. And I really like them. But you know what I like even better? I like the Crayola erasable color pencils. I love the fact that if I decide to want to change colors or something, I can do that. And I don't know. So good old Crayola color pencils. Yep. That's my like big old artist secret is the fact that I just like those better than like the expensive ones because I can erase them. And sometimes you change your mind and decide, I'd rather have that purple than red. Or, ooh, wouldn't a pink look good there? And you can do that with a good old Crayola. Okay, so we're filling in our monster background with that blue. Lots and lots of blue. Keep coloring, keep coloring. Use that small tip to go around like the antenna and around the monster head, and then turn the marker on the side when you want to go use the broader part of it to cover larger areas. And we have our monster colored. So, all right. So I'm looking at my monster. I still see some pencil lines for the body. So I'm gonna put my blue up and I'm gonna get my black again. And I'm gonna go over those pencil lines. Now, once again, I'm turning my paper because as I go, all right, so I've traced over all of my pencil lines with the black marker, and I have colored in my body and my background and my eyes. So that finishes our monster drawing. So the only thing left to do is, what should we call our monster? I think he looks like an Egbert. Egbert the monster. Okay, friends, thanks for joining me today for today's art class and Egbert the monster that we drew today. So next month we will be doing a fall landscape where we use cotton balls as the paintbrush. All right, so thanks for joining me today to make monster faces. Bye, see you next time.